Life habits determine longevity. As a Tao master, one of the most important things I teach people is that our lives are fundamentally not our own. We have received life from nature, and no one knows when that life will leave us. What I chose, living to be 120, is impossible without the blessings of nature. A year from now, even tomorrow, could be my last day on earth. There is a Korean saying, do your best and then await the will of heaven. It means that in everything, do your best first and then humbly accept the will of nature as to whether you are successful. The power to end life belongs to nature, but we can extend the time we have through management of our bodies and minds. Many studies have demonstrated the association between life extension and lifestyle, so those who have chosen unhealthy lives, drinking, smoking, being under too much stress, will have their life expectancies reduced by their choices. Those who have chosen healthy lives, developing good habits, exercising, and thinking positively, will have their life expectancies extended by their choices. Of the major factors determining longevity, food is definitely important. The food you consume becomes your body. The results of a University of London study of 65,000 people indicated that people who ate 7 portions of fruits and vegetables a day had a premature death rate that was 42% lower than those who ate less than 1 portion a day. Those who ate 5 to 6 portions a day had a premature death rate that was 36% lower. It is widely known that eating less is one secret to long life. According to one study, people who eat moderately can expect 5 more years of life. In Japan, many long-lived elderly people stop eating when they feel about 80% full. In addition to eating less, another habit seems to be closely associated with long life. Dan Buettner, the author of The Blue Zones, 9 Lessons for Living Longer from the People Who've Lived the Longest, interviewed hundreds of people over the age of 100 around the world. He found that most eat their smallest meal in the late afternoon or evening. The fact that exercise is effective for life extension is universally recognized. According to a study conducted by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services on subjects aged 40 and above, doing 150 minutes of moderate exercise or 75 minutes of high-intensity exercise every week had a life extension effect of 3.4 years. Doing twice that amount had an extension effect of 4.2 years, and even those who exercised only half the recommended amount lengthened their lives by 1.8 years. Basic mindset, attitude toward life, and personal relationships are also important for life extension. According to Dr. Becca Levy of the Yale School of Public Health, those who have a positive perspective on aging tend to live about 7.5 years longer than those who have a negative perspective. We usually think that just living carefree and easygoing is effective for longevity, but one study overturned this idea, showing that having a diligent, conscientious, prudent personality extends life 2 to 3 years, equivalent to a 20 to 30% reduction in premature mortality. According to data from 143 studies in which 300,000 people participated, people who have strong social connections live an average of 7.5 years longer than those who are isolated. Breaking habits that are bad for the body is essential for life extension. Life is extended 6 to 8 years for a woman who quits smoking at the age of 35. And if she quits at the age of 50, the likelihood that she will die over the next 15 years is cut in half compared to someone who continues smoking. Reducing the time you spend sitting each day to less than 3 hours has the effect of extending your life expectancy by 2 years. Maintaining a healthy lifestyle is directly connected with life extension in so many respects. We can infer that changing major life habits in a healthy direction could extend life by as little as 10 years or as much as several decades. No one can confidently answer, of course, to someone who asks whether living to 120 is possible just because you've made up your mind to do so. However, if our assumptions are based on the brilliant development of medical technology and the results of studies like those I've mentioned, we can say that we are gradually approaching this as a real possibility.